The questions here are, did the shooter's mom know about his plans? And if she did she have the legal responsibility to report that?
It fits the absolute description of the red flag law. Right on point.
Macomb County Prosecutor Peter Lucido tells me, pending investigation evidence, the mother of the Rochester Hills splash pad shooter may have been in violation of the state's red flag law. There are 3 types of the law which took effect in Michigan in February. The law allows family members, romantic partners, and others to petition a judge to remove firearms from people who they believe are at risk of using those weapons against themselves or others. So, should the mother of 42-year-old Michael Nash have reported him? According to Oakland County Sheriff Michael Bouchard, she knew.
But it appears he had been musing about different things, saying, shut your phone off, we're being watched, they are listening to us, walking around the house with weapons, talking about them listening to him.
And as a result, when she learned of that and knew that he had a dozen guns, isn't that what the red flag law is all about? Is making the report so that the person doesn't harm himself or harm any third parties.
Because the red flag laws don't offer a requirement, is it still possible to prosecute using them?
Depending on the circumstances and the information and the evidence presented, only then can I make a determination of whether or not there is a charge to be had. But your point is validly taken because there is no mandate.
This discussion comes about 2 months after James and Jennifer Crumbly were found guilty of involuntary manslaughter in connection with the mass shooting by their son. They were the first parents of a mass shooter to ever be held criminally responsible. Still, the circumstances are very different.
In the Crumbly matter, we had a juvenile under the age of 18, not an adult. We had the parents buying the weapons, not the son, 42 years old. And we had them train him how to use the firearm.
Lucido says when someone acts in the way the Rochester Hills shooter was allegedly acting, somebody has to take the first step to do something about it. Only time and evidence will tell if not taking that first step is criminal.
At the end of the day, we've got innocent children and families that are sitting in hospitals right now that may not have sat there if somebody would have said something.
Now, any charges won't come until the prosecution's office has been given the investigation in its entirety and a request for a warrant. In Mount Clemens, Sarah Michaels, 7 News, Detroit.
Thank you, Sarah.